One of the common behavior patterns among billionaires is that many of them get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, not a minute more, not a minute less. And this is curious. There are many things that we still fail to understand about the human body. It is here in EcoNews where we will tell you all the benefits of getting up at 4 a.m. What is the secret and why it has so many benefits? So, if you like this type of content, do not hesitate to give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss more content like this. Now, let's start the video. Getting up at 9 a.m. is not the same as getting up earlier, nor is going to bed early the same as falling asleep in the early hours of the morning. This simple change can make a difference, bringing you to optimal mental levels for the achievement of your goals. Certainly, getting up early is a behavioral pattern that works excellently to increase our performance throughout the day. There are scientifically proven reasons that support this habit without lying. This could make you the next millionaire. If you want to get all the juice out of your day and a couple of phenomena that boost your brain activity, you should pay attention to what I will teach you then. Why do successful people get up at 4 a.m. and not at a different time? What is the secret behind it? The truth is that people who have this habit know how their brain works. They take advantage of the brainwave states and chemistry in their head. The brain and the mind are still a single entity, so changes at the physiological level directly affect the way we think. Once you understand this, you begin to use the changes in those specific periods of open-mindedness to your advantage in everything you do in your life. So a student who masters this, for example, will know that resting regularly makes them more effective than those who study for many hours at a time. If we must sum it up, rest is a very important thing. Clearly getting the right hours of sleep, not a minute more, not a minute less. Doing it regularly and getting into a routine can make a big difference and will help you optimize your time much better. Ultimately, the more relaxed we are, the better our mental performance will be. The brain produces electrical patterns commonly called waves. When you first wake up, your brain operates at about 10.5 waves per second. To give you an idea, the range of 8 to 13 hertz or cycles per second is the alpha stage, is a range that has been called the gateway to the subconscious mind. When you wake up this early, it fluctuates between the theta and alpha states. At this point, the mind is able to learn deeply. You get to be very lucid and focused your mind. It will easily find itself calm. In other words, you don't have to work so hard to make use of complex brain functions. You are not really thinking, you are just completely relaxed. We must not forget that our brain has undergone almost no changes in our evolution. We still function well under the same primitive principles as our ancestors. We are affected by rewards and by punishments. A relaxed mind will always be better than a stressed one. Many times we spend excessive time on social networks in our online life, which we are not automatically prepared to deal with. The best way to achieve our goals will be to take care of our way of thinking, keeping away distractors and forging habits that make us cultivate a healthy mind. Another important fact known by all successful people is that when you wake up, your subconscious mind is more receptive and absorbs information like a sponge. Anything you hear, see or experience in the next 20 minutes will affect you and set the tone for the rest of your day. Everything you review in this period will influence your later decisions. This is a good time to reflect and organize what you should do. For this reason, multimillionaires dedicate a moment of their days to meditate, listen to affirmations, and do not check social networks or emails so early in the day. They consciously choose the tone of their day, being positive, focused, and eliminating distractions. If you are liking the video, leave us a comment with your opinion about it. Give us a like and check out the channel so you don't miss more content like this. They choose to go to bed early and use the early hours of the day for their own benefit. They establish a routine to get up before the sun shines and go to sleep after the sun goes down. This may sound like a lecture your parents would tell you, but there is a good reason behind it. Going to bed early is not the same as going to bed late, no matter what kind of job you have or your lifestyle. Rest is as fundamental as breathing well. Why do you go to bed early between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.? This is the time when you get the most regeneration from deep sleep. After 2 a.m., sleep lacks the quality you need, as it becomes more shallow. If you go to sleep in the early morning, you are chronically depriving your body of the restorative sleep that you can enjoy by going to sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Failure to do so has negative consequences, causing you to wake up even more tired than when you went to sleep. The human body is closely linked to the cycles of day and night. That is why an hour or two after sunset your melatonin levels start to rise. This is how your body tells you that it is time to go to sleep. When night falls, melatonin levels peak, and after that they start to gradually decrease at 10 p.m. Your body will begin to react as a result of the increase in melatonin levels. This period of transformation brings about intense metabolic activity in your sleep cycle. This activity is responsible for the repair and restoration of the entire body. For this reaction obtained at 10 p.m. CT, your body needs to lower the intensity, which translates into a reduction of your physical and mental activity. If we are still awake, there is a phenomenon that happens at this time called the second breath. This is caused by the increased mental activity and energy that your system has at 10 p.m. However, you can only feel the true benefits of the second breath being asleep at 10 p.m. It is like a wave that refreshes your mental capabilities is to catch your breath again after being tired. That's where the name comes from. Studies show that if you go to sleep after 10 p.m., you will find it more difficult to fall asleep. You won't be able to enjoy a restful sleep either, which will lead you to wake up tired in the morning. Deep sleep, or REM sleep, is the time when the brain reorganizes all the information processed during the day, being a fundamental part for your professional growth that can benefit in increasing the amount of ideas you come up with. If you like this type of content, give us a like and subscribe to the channel by activating the notification bell to not miss more content like this. How will you remember the information you studied? Even in remembering movement patterns is super important. This last point is crucial for those who want to succeed as an athlete. At the end of the day, a good free throw or the ability to hit a good pass is highly influenced by your mechanical memory. Little things matter. Even a simple change like going to bed at 10 p.m. instead of 11 p.m. can make a big difference in the quality of your sleep. Plus, there's a good chance you'll wake up in the morning energized and ready to start the day. This happens because you allow your system to engage its natural neurochemistry by taking advantage of this regenerative wave that starts before 10 p.m. In addition, your body also benefits from the metabolic changes that naturally occur when the clock strikes 10 p.m. If you are one of those who tend to go to bed well after 10, consider changing the situation. Set a goal to go to bed 15 to 30 minutes earlier each week until you reach the goal of going to bed at 10 p.m. Early risers like Apple CEO Tim Cook, Oprah Winfrey, and Dwayne Johnson choose to start their day while the sun is just starting to rise because that's when they are best able to motivate themselves. You don't need to look for extra motivation. That silence in the early dawn hours is what helps them to utilize their potential to the fullest. Successful people choose to spend every available minute of their day because that purpose in life trumps any other short-term pleasure or the comfortable mattress of our bed. They indoctrinate in their DNA the habit of waking up early because they understand how a strong and consistent routine can maintain a successful life. It is an element that we can extrapolate to our lives, because it represents an organized and effective way to make the most of those 24 hours we are given each day. The human brain can work to its full potential when it does not have to multitask. The level of quality of work is highly dependent on the level of focus. When there are no distractions or noises that alter concentration, the brain has a great capacity to focus on a given task and thus generate an adequate balance between quality and work. Successful people are aware of this and use that moment alone at dawn to make the most of their brain's ability to function. High achievers understand that the early morning hours allow them to make better decisions. While their energy levels are at their peak, Those who live a great life understand that the willpower of getting up early helps them achieve high levels of discipline. A disciplined morning guides them to a disciplined day, and it is exactly this that keeps their life successful. The silence and peace you get before the sun rises creates the environment you need to take care of yourself, which doesn't happen much during the day. It's the time with yourself that provides you with everything you need to get you through the day successfully. As soon as the alarm goes off, you face a bump in the road, and it's up to you to overcome it or not. It's up to you to decide whether you use your time at your own convenience or not. When everyone else is still sleeping and dreaming in their comfortable beds, it's your time to shine. It's your time to step out of your comfort zone and get that well-deserved achievement. The early hours of dawn are times when you can stay ahead of things without getting distracted. It's a time when you can focus and give attention to the things that really matter. It is a time when you can let go of those negative thoughts that keep you from knowing what you really are. This life can become. It's up to you. You decide how you spend your life. You decide when your day begins. That was all in today's video. If you liked the video, feel free to give us a like and leave a comment regarding the topic. Remember to subscribe to the channel by activating the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you when we upload new content. See you in the next video.